They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Throw caught by Achane.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll drop to throw.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
So nothing doing there. And 3rd and 8 now.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now back to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
3rd and 3.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start at taking it right down Broadway. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap. There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. They'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before and they didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed more football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I'll overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
You talk about this Seahawk defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
With the lack of pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Returnable here from the 38. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 88 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks had 6 to their lead. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The extra point up and good. And it is 28-0. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
Come on.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. I mean, 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, kill.
Hall again. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 128 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Easy. Slash. Alert. Reload. Hey, check that.
They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
This is caught. Touchdown. Noah Fant on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first-half lead. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And, Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Here is 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Robinson, he'll try the left side. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Again, it's Robinson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver, complete. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion.
65 cat, 65 cat.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll set up to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense. And they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll go again with Hall. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dolphins nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Second half starts with a run by Hall. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Give to Hall running right. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 40-yard line. 165 yards rushing for him now to this point.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's Hall again. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Lawrence. This is Fant on the short completion. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Paul on a give up the middle. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. Oh, it's caught. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 42-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Hey, check that.
Robinson up the middle. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Now 2nd and 5. They'll run again here with Robinson. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Potential present offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the past. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They're all over the field. They're not going through it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
First down, Miami.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Dances by him. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
Go, check. Go.
On the give, here's Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. 87 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
A give left side to Robinson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
2nd down and the run by Robinson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Boye Mafe from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, check that, street.
Oh, look at this play call. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 59 yards for him on the ground.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Hall again. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And that's off the left upright, but it caroms right in. How about that? The kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner. Except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A good pick up there, 26 yards.
What are you doing?
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Let's go now. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They go play action here on first down. And now here is another interception. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And fights through one man, and he is out of bounds here. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's 2nd and 7. A give running right is Hall. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win.